All right, guys. We are back with game number two. And thank you, Bahamut, for the raid, by the way. That I definitely appreciate it. And don't mind the slowly raising watermark. Logitech has bent me over and screwed me because their software partner doesn't work well. Or ChromaCam. It works, but it doesn't work, if you will. So, and So game one was pretty dominant on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. He really handed it to 4+1 for most of that. If you guys are just joining me, so we'll see if 4+1 can actually make a comeback here. They have yet to actually win a series, if I recall. Yeah, they have yet to win a series. They've only gotten themselves a single win out of 6 series. So they're not looking too good so far this season, and they're tied for last. Arrogant Nephilim, if they win this, will skyrocket themselves up into third place as they will have 12 points. So let's get on into the actual draft that's going on right now. Now, we had a Phoenix ban and a Diablo ban. I'm feeling like the same draft is about to occur if they allow it to happen, which is if they don't pick Varian at some point in their choices, they will lose to the same exact draft because they can play the same draft and it should work. And they are definitely thinking about this. I'm pretty certain that 4+1 definitely knows what's going on. Like they don't want the same scenario. So Garage is actually going to come out. I like it. I like it. It's spicy because if you can actually get Tracer caught in the taunt, like if her Qs are down, she's dead. She can't, and you taunt her before she recalls. She's 100% should be dead. Now, to be fair, you can go and Malfin Tracer at this very moment, but like they've already shown that they're willing to play Garage, who can play decently well into her. However, she does have, that 8% extra HP damage, which plays nicely into Garage. They could pick up a Malthael later down the road on the side of Arrogant Nephilim to help deal with Garage. You can pick up Tychus. Diablo's already been taken out of the action here. They could pick up Malfurion or Stukov at this point draft. And so they are going to pick up the Malfurion and Tracer. I felt it in my bones. The Killadin just was really solid. Null Pointer just, well, did a great job on the mouth. And this is a scary combo still. It's still a scary combo. It takes a lot more execution against this team comp that we'll probably be seeing on the side. So they're go. Okay, guys, we're going mind blown, mind blown. What? Okay, now that you got my facial expressions, my mind is blown because they have picked up Varian and Garage. Basically, they're like, you pick it, we kill it. And they're going full on kill the Tracer. Like, they're going to go taunt, Beastorm. I feel like 4+1 is so angry right now. They're like, we do not care. We're going to take anyone. We're going to taunt them from hell and back. And, well, they're not going to play the game. We have taunt, stun, throw, slow, and you're dead, bro. Now, This is super spicy. Unless they actually don't go taunt variant. But if they don't go taunt variant, I'm going to be like more than disappointed. I'm going to be questioning why they chose a variant this early in the. But I'm still questioning why they chose a variant this early because they basically have decided we're going to have variant play the solo lane. Variant is going to 150 billion% lose the lane. 150 billion. I will buy someone a sub, whoever they so choose, for the next month if Varian doesn't get bodied in lane. Now, if they don't get bodied in lane, that's going to be one thing. But I have a feeling that they are indeed going to get, like I said, bodied. That's got it.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
Now, I don't know. Sorry, I just kind of like AFK'd as my mind had been blown so much there. The Blaze ban to take out a solo laner against Varian, but it doesn't matter. Varian was going to lose against any of the solo laner. Malthael, Sonya, Leo, but we're going to see something absolutely bonkers. The Lost Vikings and a Hanzo. This is insane. The reason is because they know what they're facing. They're facing a team that has zero wave clear. This is why my mind was also blown. They're a team with zero wave clear. Tracer is not great wave clear, to be fair, but Hanzo isn't the greatest wave clear either. Until he hits level 4, he's okay, and then they're okay like that. Now, they do pick up Greymane and Gul'dan. The Greymane and Gul'dan will be their saving grace. Gul'dan is amazing against a 4-man push. For one, he can poke from safety and he can clear the waves, which means that your 4-man is not going to be able to step up because there's no tank on the planet who's going to survive Gul'dan's punish. They will eventually be melted. ETC, not going to do it. And this is a common like mistake. Like, I mean, I play a ton of ETC and I play main tank. ETC is going to get chewed up by Gul'dan, and Malfurion will heal him, but Gul'dan is going to be chunking him and the rest of their team too. He can go the Q build here if he so chose, so he gets the extra range. Most likely, I'd say still go Corruption because you can melt ETC as he's a solo tank at this point. So this is highly spicy on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. I like the Gul'dan a lot. Make up for your wave clear. The Greymane, not so much. I think the Greymane is okay though, because they only have one stun to contend with. As long as Riven plays smart and doesn't get caught in a stun, then he will be able to go ham. Especially if they go with Divine Shield on the side of Uther. So for loading on in, based on these two drafts, I think either of them can work well. You can taunt the Hanzo, you can taunt the Tracer, and then you blow them up. As long as they can hold out to that point where they team fight, and Lost Vikings hopefully doesn't body them. So we are now back in this here full shizzy, all up in their business, in their crib. So we got 4+1, and we got Riven on that Greymane once again. Geek 72 on the Garage. Big Smoke 305 on the Varian. Cancerfish is playing the Uther. True Bite on the Gul'dan. And we're in an topsy-turvy world where everyone is flipping roles. And we'll see how 4+1 does. We got Kime on the Vikings, Trabe on the Hanzo once again, Null Pointer on the Malfurion once again, Segatai on the EDC once again, and finally Dekilidin once again on the Tracer. And that is going to be your arrogant Nephalem. So mid lane, absolutely nothing. Let's see. Gul'dan is going the corruption. We have Hammer of the Lightbringer here. So he is going for the Hammer of Ass Whipping, boys. Hammer of Ass Whipping, going to bring it down. There's a root, there's the stun, and say goodbye to True Bite. You see no one on the map expect a gank. Rotate safely. That's the lesson of the day, boys. We got the Warbreaker coming out, the Lion's Maw. Let's see, we got the Echo Corruption. Nothing out of the ordinary. We got the Redemption, Pulse Strike, Olaf the Stout, Nature Swiftness, and Prog Rock. So they have 2 sitting in the mid lane. They need to rotate against the 4-man. They need to send Gul'dan. They're sending Gul'dan to the wrong lane. I can tell you pretty much 100% this game's over because they sent Gul'dan to the wrong lane. Gul'dan is facing off against Balrog. Or Balog. Whichever one of these goddamn Vikings he is. The Cancer Vikings. Oh no. And there we go. Got locked on in. And the reason this is a bad move is because True Bite is their defense against the 4-man. And that's how you... Oh, True Bite. You're dead once again. 4+1. Definitely tilting there at this point. I can feel it. There we go. I changed my hotkeys. Declare. So, a nice thing though, 4+1 does get that camp, and this camp is not going to be stopped by just a lone Eric. In the meantime, we got this pushing on in. They take the Sapper camp, they take down the walls, they're working on the next one. Stacks for True Bite. So if they can get True Bite with his Echoed Corruption done, they have a chance. Geek 72 looking to come on in. He gets a Q stack, but this is not a good position. Kime going to lose a Viking here. They actually get him. No, they don't. 16 health. Dekilidin comes back in and finishes off the job. So they're trading out heavily. They have the Viking soaking, but they should have initially had that 4-man with Gul'dan down bottom, Varian or Garrosh sitting in the other lanes. This is the time for the Vikings to shine. He can be in all places at all times. We're going to have 1 be captured by the Viking, 4-man rotating down. They're going to give up that one immediately. They could have had one Eric or one of the Vikings come over and poke True Bite to interrupt. That would have been the optimal play for the Viking. Hanzo getting tossed back, but he does not get queued. He does have the jump over the wall. The Hammer of the Ass Whooping comes on out, and they all walk away. So Dekilidin, nearly full life because he's opting for the is that a health pack instead for an insane amount of sustain. Segatai in a weird position right now. We don't have for actually being shown for Varian, but he did indeed pick Taunt. So we got the Holy Fire. Whoa. Hanzo going down there, losing all his redemption. Back to 0 you go, Hanzo. You don't pass go. You don't collect $200. And you're now in jail. So, we have the same build as last game, which is actually better this time around because of the Garrosh. We lose another Viking in the top lane. And, yeah, same build looking like. Coming on out. I don't know Viking build, so because they're basically never played. Segatai going way too deep there. Going to be eating a bunch of corruption. There they go. Some big damage onto Segatai. True Bite has taken a lot as well. We're at 12 stacks now. We have the improved life tap. We got bound by Shadow, letting him dish out more damage over and over again. There's the throw. There's a ton. There's a taunt. And they don't get the kill on him. They have double stun. They have taunt. They have taunt. They have it all, baby. But there's also Nature's Cure. Stun, root, and slows, removing it and letting ETC walk away. Remember, these are fairly low cooldowns. I mean, taunt is 16 seconds. The stun, oh, they follow it up onto Killadin. No 10 yet, so they couldn't taunt a second time. Channel has been completed. No, it's no completion. They're going to channel bot lane. No interruptions there. No mid captures. Killadin poking Riven poking to Killadin, and they lose Eric in the meantime. And to Killadin, taking a lot of damage, sliding on out. There's a very, very nice route from Null Pointer. And there is the chase where they'll be able to zone right now. They don't have enough to actually do much here. Now, this is still pretty even, 28 to 32. But my philosophy on the Vikings is, if you're not ahead, you're losing. And that's because the entire way the Vikings help you win is by getting an XP lead. And if the game goes and gets dragged out too long, you lose because you don't have actual heroes on your team. So we got Big Smoke up here taunting Win Olaf. 10s are going to be hit very soon. Geek 72 not able to do much against Kime's Viking. He is scanning them stacks. He's at 7. We got 9 for the Lion's Maw. We have bottom with Sappers getting marched on in very shortly. There's the wall, and tower is almost down. Other side, towers are completely gone. Now, we got the mosh pit this time, and here comes Big Smoke with the big flank. Come on in. Redemption is at 2 stacks at this point, not a whole lot. They really need to stop rotating Gul'dan up, because he will push, but he's not going to you need him to defend, because bot lane's defense is entirely predicated on Gul'dan, in my opinion. Other side, we have Shield Wall, Divine Storm, we have the Warlord's Challenge, we have Go for the Throw, and we have Horrify. So we're living the dream, baby. We're going to see the stun, the taunt, but he does have Nature's Cure. It doesn't prevent it. There's the Indomitable. Slide isn't going to be good, but Geek 72 not going to be. There's the Mosh. 5-man Mosh. 5-man Mosh. No, Great Man's not there, but it doesn't matter. It's 4-man Mosh. They take out Garage. They're looking for more. True Buy coming on in on that Horrify, but it wasn't going to be good enough, because True Bite's going to be taken down by the combination of Killadin and Hanzo. But the hammer of ass whooping comes on out and lays down the law, and they take out one Tracer. So they have traded 2 for 2, but they actually have real people on their team. So 3 members versus 2 members on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. So this is giving them the breathing room they need. They're up by 4. They're down slightly in XP, but otherwise they're looking good. Eric out in no man's land should be able to escape here. Oh no, Eric. There's the taunt, and that's a dead Eric. So looking at the kills, Vikings sitting at 1 death right now. So Keybane needs to play his Vikings a little bit safer. The Killadin looking to try and get something out of this. He does have his bomb ready to go, and his bomb is pulse round, so even fast. There's the Horrify, there's the stun, and no one to follow up. There's the bomb onto True Bite. Say goodbye. Because True Bite, you and Cancerfish cannot 4v2. Like, not gonna happen. Dragon Arrow coming out. Not quite sure why that was needed, but it was used. So Riven soaking on down bottom. Let's take a quick look. He has 8 stacks on the Incendiary Elixir. I'm not quite fond of this build this time around, because there's only the ETC to be concerned about. Like, if you play safe, oh, Segatai spotting him out, no invade. They're actually giving this up for free. They're actually up on a talent. Should be able to fight this in their favor. And we have Ime just holding top there. Bottom, and no one's soaking mid. Where's the Viking when you need it? Vikings, please. You have 3 of them. Put 1 mid. So We have one rotating up. Not gonna. Okay, they just pull off Riven. I don't think he actually got hit by the arrow. It was hard to tell there. So, Geek looking to go on in. There's the taunt, the two-man taunt. There's the Indomitable. It's not good, man. D-Storm, say goodbye. The Wombo combo of dreams, baby. As 4+1 kills themselves. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members of members of Arrogant Nephalem. Wombo combo of my dreams there. They get themselves a bottom. They do have a sapper here. We do have the Holy Fire coming out as well. So he should be able to win this 1v1 eventually. Eventually. I mean, we're talking like next year, kind of eventually. Null Pointer. Oh, Null Pointer getting rather low. I wanted to see that D-Storm on him. I would have loved to see that. A Null Pointer getting D-Stormed. Hammer of the Assbringer. And I'm sorry, the Lightbringer, Hammer of Ass Whooping, and they take the boss. They have themselves opportunity to win this game and get themselves another draw. So I think Arrogant Nephalem went a little too crazy with the draft. The Vikings have not gotten them what they wanted. I'm not sure Kime's playing the insane level. Whoa, we got a spicy Olaf in the bush. And in the meantime, we're going to see top being taken. Bottom's already been given up. This is probably a common mistake. Teams take, but they don't hold. When you take something, you want to hold it because then it helps. Especially here, like look where they can't come from bottom. They run into your towers. They have to come from mid, which means then you set up your defense for here with one person here, one channeling, and then you can easily defend this one as well with 3 other members with 2 people bodying and 1 channeling. So this should be a 16 versus 15, but 16 will be hit very shortly. If they can take a fight early, they'll be looking much better. Arrogant Nephalem. Geek looking for the Q. Not going to land it. Ooh, Unstoppable comes on out. Already, Geek taking a lot of damage. Segatai going on in. There's the arrow. There is Uther being the focus there. Unstoppable. The silence coming on out. He can't do anything, Garage. There's the taunt. There's the follow-up. There's the damage. There's the fear. Do we have the D-Storm yet? No D-Storm yet. There we go. There's the D-Storm. The damage is all over the place. Not enough focus. Hanzo gets the kill onto Uther. They lose Garage. Riven's still in the fight. Big smoke in there as well. Gul'dan is going to be back. Ash is not going to do anything. Hanzo going on down. Null Pointer next up. No. Null Pointer's been pushed on off. True Bite does not have his stacks yet. Only at 30. And Riven is going to manage the channel from the combination of Big Smoke and True Bite. So this is what looked like a bad fight on the side of 4+1. However, all their resources went away when basically Hanzo disappeared from the fight. And if we take a look at the damage, Hanzo is contributing the majority of their damage. I mean, Tracer's nothing to scoff at, but they still had True Bite, Big Smoke, and Riven to deal with. And there's another dead Viking there. There's the throw, there's the stun, Null Pointer. The arrow will connect, but it will not be good enough. Riven will make it on out. They get themselves another kill. To kill it in trying to get escape. And there they go after Segatai. Segatai does have his knockback. They managed to get themselves another kill. And this is not looking good for Arrogant Nephalem. So we now have camp being taken on the side of, well, camp being stolen from Arrogant's side. There's the Horrify. Segatai taken all the way out to left field. No taunt follow-up, though. I'm not sure why no taunt was used there. They could have easily gotten the kill, in my opinion. Especially since taunt is essentially no cooldown. This is really big for Arrogant. There's the Corruption. Corruption is now at 35 stacks. They're taking down this keep, and it'll be down. Progress completed, but they don't have Horrify and they don't have Go for the throw for the next few seconds. Incendiary has been completed as well. There they go. There's a slide. There's the taunt. Protected, by the way. Key coming on in. There's a root. Indomitable has been used. There's the slide. There's the bomb. And it's going to actually hit 2 members. Protected coming on out. Big Smoke should be able to escape, but True Bite will not be able to. Silence comes on out, and Arrogant Nephalem has turned this game around. There's the D-Storm to save them. A lot of damage from the Elixir, and they have to turn on back. Riven look for the kill, and the counter kill against Arrogant Nephalem, and so it's a 2-for-1. Ooh, baby. Arrogant Nephalem down to the wire. 3 shots on their core. So they get this kill. They overextend. And now they're down to 3 shots. A single boss, which is up, will finish the game. And they lost a Viking in the meantime, which is not what they want. Because this is essentially a race to 20. Big Smoke coming on up. Riven going on in. They're going back on out at this point. So the big problem there was Horrify was down. Arrogant Nephalem didn't actually recognize this, I feel like, and didn't commit earlier, especially when Go for the Throat was down. They could have full-on committed to it, gone for the throat, or as a little friend called Boo likes to say, go for the eyes. They could have gone for the eyes, and they didn't. They do get 2 kills, but then Segatai overextending there, which really hurts. And in the meantime, look where the boss is. I don't think they're going to be able to get up here, Arrogant Nephalem. And Arrogant Nephalem has just been bested. Play of the game not available. We have one there. No pointer. Get on there, baby. Silence. The silence is about to be available. They've done it. They've saved the game. Silence coming out. 3 members down. There's the mosh. 2 of them are dancing. And they have done it. They have taken out all 5 members. D-Storm is not going to be good enough because Cancerfish, you're dead. Full ace on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. Whoa, baby. Whoa, baby. Did you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Because I see a potential 5-man death leading to 3 captures on the side of Arrogant Nephalem. This is they're 20 shots down. They have 15 seconds basically. They have 1 Viking working on this, trying his damnedest. They're getting mid. They're getting top. Trabe is going to have support of a minion wave right there. There's the next wave. And they're going to channel very shortly. Oh, hold the channel, Kime, please. Hold it. No, Kime, why? They could have gotten top. And you can see, like, they definitely could have done it. They could have done it. If Kime kept his Viking there, they would have had that fort. They would have had, or keep, whatever it is. They would have had top. They should have had top. And there's it finished off. Please, please. So 5 shots going instead of 6 shots going in. And potentially even 7 shots and having them all. So this is their time to potentially win the game still. They have a lot of pressure here. There's Corruption, still not completed. 15 seconds for Mosh Pit. 20s are hit on both teams. This is a make or break situation right now. And we also have some stuttering going on in my cast for whatever reason. I just realized, so I'm trying to fix that. I think it's my goddamn cam. Sorry about that. So they take top, but they lose bottom. The next objective will clearly be the game decider, because another team wipe like that is going to be absolutely insane. I need to make sure not to have my webcam up in the background. It seems like it causes lag for whatever reason. Thanks Chroma Cam. So bottom has been hit, is going to be taken back, but this is really bad. They need to rotate. I don't know what Arrogant Nephalem's doing here. They have 10 seconds. They need to go at this very second because they've lost positioning, and it's going to take them 10 seconds to get across the map. Arrogant Nephalem just made perhaps the most arrogant of plays. There's the channel for True by Segatai come to go in, and that's game. This is perhaps the most anticlimactic win I've ever seen. Anticlimactic to the max. Anticlimactic. No team fight. Basically, arrogant Nephalem, not knowing how long it takes to run across the map, stays there and loses the game. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go over that. Once again, sorry about like Lag City. For whatever reason, like I said, I'm pretty certain my stream lags when my cam is still technically up, the background, or it's the Twitch servers that are sucking ass. I've noticed this like a few times where nothing is going on my computer, and all of a sudden like shits the bed according to the Twitch. Let's see if it improves while I'm watching the delay. But let's go over these numbers: 48K, 41K, 40K, 35K. TrueBite just got absolutely annihilated that game. I don't know why it's not putting him up. Like I guess Blizzard doesn't know how to sort stuff. Um, Absolutely bonkers bad system with sorting. Then, so we got 6 deaths on TrueBite, absolutely punished. Garage taking a lot of deaths, but that's much more acceptable. Other side, we see 37K, 31.9K. Really, what hurt him was they took the Vikings. The Vikings didn't do anything for them. I feel like both teams misplay their comp. And then that final like 3-keep 3-fort situation, they could have gotten themselves at least one more shot. They could have gotten that earlier, and Trabe never stayed to complete the top, which he could have done too. And uh, he would have finished it. Like he definitely could have finished it, in my opinion. And that would have changed the dynamic of the game because they would have had to get 3 of these back, or one of these back before, and you can just defend as a team against them from taking it. They didn't do that, so arrogant Nephalem making some arrogant plays and then losing the game off of it. And their draft was what I'd consider very arrogant. The combo from taunt, stun, throw, stun, horrify, can't play the game. Literally, you cannot play the game against their team comp. And even if you use Nature's Swiftness Nature's Cure at one point, you basically still lose the game because it's not a cleanse. You're only removing one of those things. So if you choose it on the first one, they follow up with the next one, and the next one is inevitable. And then yeah, like I said, Vikings did pretty much nothing. 11K damage, 12K, 40K in XP, but the laning situation, and it wasn't good on the side of 4+1. But they never actually played what I feel like is the Lost Vikings style, which is a 1-2 split with the Vikings. So 2 in one lane to push hard, so you'd put them in the top lane, 1 to soak mid, and then 4 bottom to push the crap out of it and keep pushing until you take it. So 4+1 takes it. Neither team has a domination, so I don't want to interview both teams.